welcome back to my channel. I am the Sinister One, and today I will be doing a DVD, Blu-ray, VHS update for the month of July 2015. Thanks for tuning back in, guys. I really appreciate it. And on this video I did go big for the month of July, so I hope you enjoy what I have to show you because it's quite a haul. So first things first, beer. In case you don't know what I'm drinking, it's called Alchemy Pale Ale, so pretty tasty. Salute! Now, let's get right into this. Here I have a film called Dark Forces from 1980. Don't know nothing about it. The classic Killer Shrews from 1959. Condemned to Live from 1935. The Monster Walks, 1932. Here we have a slasher called Cornered. After Dark Horror Fest, Borderland. I've heard good things about it. I haven't seen it. Attack of the Giant Leeches, 1959. Oh yeah, can't wait to dip into the bees. The classic White Zombie, Bela Lugosi, 1932. I Bury the Living, 1959. The Head, 1959. Lon Chaney, Man of a Thousand Faces, called The Devil's Messenger. And just recently picked up the new X-Men movie because it was on sale, so why not? And really enjoy it. Days of Futures Past. I mean, you gotta love these films. I mean, I grew up loving the X-Men and the comic books, and they are what they are, and they're pretty good, so I love the X-Men franchise. Here we have Bats Human Harvest, the sequel. You know, picked it up, it's on sale, so put it in the collection. I don't have a standalone, and shame on me, but Night of the Living Dead, and this one was on sale, so I had to grab it. And so I love this cover with the silhouette of the zombies in the background and the red and the black. I mean, it's just an awesome cover. So finally picked up Night of the Living Dead standalone. I have it in box sets, so, but why not? Used to have it, house got robbed, you know, had to replace it, Jeepers Creepers. I do love the sequel and this movie. I know I've heard through the grapevine that the director is a child molester, but you know, that's terrible. But you know, the Creeper's an awesome icon in the genre, so I needed to pick that one back up. Finally got Cabin Fever. You know, I've never owned it, but I've been seeing in other people's videos the lenticular slipcover, so I was waiting to come across it and finally did, and happy to finally own that. Another slasher here called Shredder, MGM release, so I'm sure it's pretty good. American Haunting. Yeah, the case is all beat to shit, but I gotta get cases and clean some of these up because, you know, I did buy them used, and sometimes I bought them in pawn shops, so, but the discs are pretty good. So here we have a film with Jennifer O'Connelly, Dark Water. I've heard good things about this film, but I've never seen it, so here we have it. Another film I had to replace, The Lost Boys, The Tribe. There's a trilogy, and I really enjoy them. So this one has Angus Sutherland, so I did like that film. Another film we have here is called Afterlife with Liam Neeson and Christina Ricci and Justin Long. So I've heard nothing but good things, but I've never seen it, and I can't wait to pop this one in. Afterlife. Another one I had to replace. The Prophecy, the first one with Christopher Walken. This is a great film. I love this film. You know, Viggo Mortensen plays Satan in this one and does a good job. But this is a good film right here. And Bela Lugosi, The Devil Bat. Here we have 2 Italian zombie movies. I finally, you know, decided I need to get these movies. So, Buddha Zombies the Beginning and Island of the Living Dead, which I do believe I watched this one. So it's kind of modern. It's, you know, it's good. I really enjoyed it. I mean, pretty good zombie film. I mean, it brings back some good memories from the old Italian movies. And to complete my Final Destination franchise, I picked up number 2. It's all beat to hell, but I need to get another replacement case. And here we have Final Destination 3. And that completes my franchise. And then I picked up Oculus. I've not yet watched this. I've heard mixed things about it, but I've heard more good about it than bad. So, and I picked up The Ring 2. I've never seen it. The first one was okay. So, and then of course here we have another franchise, and this completes it up to date. Wrong Turn 6, Last Resort, and I have watched this and I really enjoyed it. I know people have mixed feelings about this franchise, but I really enjoyed the first one because the first one was the only one that really came to theater, and then the rest just came directly to DVD, and I've been collecting them ever since, and I really enjoyed the franchise. So, and the main little hillbilly killer, you know, his name's Three Fingers, and no matter how many times they kill him, he just keeps coming back. So, good franchise. Another one I picked up, Hobbs End. So, he's watching, he's waiting, he's not alone. Hobbs End, this tiny population is about to get smaller. And here we have one that, you know, with the cast like this, Corpses Are Forever, with Richard Lynch, Rick Stevens, Debbie Rochon, Leanna Quigley, and Felissa Rose. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be great. And then we got some trauma goodness right here, The Children from 1980. I remember when I was a kid, and I used to watch this on TNT. They would show it, and it used to scare me. But I recently just rewatched it because I hadn't watched it in so many years since I was a kid, and it's not that scary as I remember, but it's still a great classic film. I mean, one of Trauma's great horror movies right here, The Children. I really do love this movie. And here we have The Grudge. So, yeah, they're hit and miss, but you know, I needed to pick it up to start completing this franchise because I never owned it, and the last time I saw it was when it came out, so I need to revisit this one. And this one is the latest in the Amityville franchise, the Amityville Theater. It was the last copy at Target, and you know, $6.99. Why not? And then we have something non-horror but Drive, and you know, I passed it up as soon as it came out, and shame on me because this movie is excellent. I mean, I love this director. I'm not even gonna Nicholas Winding, but you know, I've seen and owned Only God Forgives, and he just does incredible directing, and his movies are just amazing, and I just love it. I mean, Ryan Gosling stars in both films and does an excellent job. I really love his acting. Doesn't talk a whole lot, but when he does, it's great, and it's mesmerizing. I mean, the soundtrack to this movie is incredible. I love this film. I mean, great cast, you know. Albert Brooks and Bryan Cranston, Ron Perlman. I mean, it's a good cast right here. Then we have the original Bats with Lou Diamond Phillips. So I remember watching this back in the day, but I don't really remember too much about it. So glad to finally own these Bat films. And then one that I had to replace, Species 2. Good film. Michael Madsen does it again. And then we have the fourth one, so my franchise is complete in the Species, so happy that's done. And then Satan's Little Helper. I've heard nothing but great things about this film. I haven't seen it yet, but I can't wait to dip into this one. And then got the slipcover with this, so My Bloody Valentine 3D. So yeah, finally got it. Got the original. Absolutely love the original from the 80s, and man, this was not too bad. It was actually pretty good. And then here we have something that I was shocked to see, Death Foretold, with Tom Savini. So yeah, this has got to be great. Here we have Creepy Crawlers. So I've heard a lot of good things about this film. So another one to pop in. The American Haunting in Connecticut. You know, I got the slipcover, so can't complain with that one. And here we have Funland. So I've heard mixed reviews on this, but hey, why not? A killer clown on the cover, so gotta go with it. Here we have Panic Room, and Jodie Foster, Forrest Whitaker, Dwight Yoakam, Jared Leto. I mean, I watched it, and really good film. Just watched this one and The Hills Run Red, and I have to say, it's a really great film. I really enjoyed this slasher. The Cottage. This was funny. I mean, I laughed throughout the whole film. It was just that slasher comedy with the cameo from Doug Bradley. So yeah, definitely, if you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend it. And then here we have Saw 3. Of course, I'm a major Saw fan. I mean, I love the Saw franchise. I've met some of the cast from it, and they're amazing people. But I do have this, but full screen and a trilogy, and I had to get this with the slipcover, so just need to get the number 1 and number 2 standalones, and that'll complete that widescreen collection of mine. Here we have The Grudge 2, which I've never seen before, but got it with the slipcover. And then we have The Howling 4. So I had this in a 20 horror film pack, but I had the rest. So I need to get this one in the standalone, and I finally found it. And just gonna get the first and the second and the 7th one in standalone. That'll complete that franchise. Here we have, what is it, Ghost House Underground. Brotherhood of Blood, Sid Haig and Ken Foree. I mean, yeah, I know I'm gonna really enjoy this just because those actors are genre actors and they're amazing, and I love everything they do. And here we have the Butterfly Effect 2. I've never seen this one. I've seen the third one. I really loved the first one. So, give it a go. Here we have The Ninth Gate. And my last review was about Dracula with Frank Langella. And Frank Langella is in this, I do believe. Yes, he is. And I've heard good things about The Ninth Gate. So, you know, really looking forward to watching this film. And then we have Sam Raimi's Boogeyman. I know it's not everyone's favorite and it gets hated on a lot. It's not that scary. I mean, it's probably, you know, let's see who directed this film. No, it was just a presentation by Sam Raimi, but you know, he produced it, but it was okay. I mean, I'm not going to give it too much hate. And then we have a 6-pack of horror movies. I do own Pumpkinhead Dolls, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, 1987 or 78. But I got it for Scarecrows, Sometimes They Come Back, and Raw Meat. Scarecrows, I've been hearing that it's a great film. I do want to get those 3 in standalone editions, but I couldn't just let this sit there, so we're looking forward to watch these movies. And then a Denzel Washington movie called The Siege with Bruce Willis. This was actually really good. I mean, it's a good movie. And then here we have a Blind By, Shadow of the Wraith. So yeah. It's an Asian film, so who knows? I mean, usually they're pretty damn good. And then another movie that just came out, and I picked it up used for $3.99, Let Us Pray. And this movie is great. I love this movie. And here we have another Blind By called Blood. So, we'll see. Then we have Boris Karloff, The Ape, 1940. The Mad Monster, 1942. The Corpse Vanishes with Bela Lugosi, 1942. Carnival of Souls, standalone edition, 1962. Screaming Skull, 1958. Bela Lugosi again. The Human Monster. And then we have a box set, the Aussie Horror Collection, which I've been wanting to grab for so long. This one comes with Strange Behavior, Classic Patrick. I think special effects were done by Tom Savini in this one. And Thirst. So, yeah, great box set was on sale. Cannot go wrong. And then we'll get into the VHS. So, I picked up the Blair Witch Project, which comes with Curse of the Blair Witch documentary, I think. But you know, the Blair Witch came out when I was in middle school, and the first time I seen it, it scared me. And then everyone's like, "Oh my God, you know, this is a true story. It really happened." And you know, everyone believed it was real. But then on one night we were watching MTV, and then the cast came out, and it was just this big hoax thing. But you know what? I remember one night I rented it, and no one was home at the house, and I turned off all the lights, and I watched this film and I just scared myself silly. Oh my god, I can't believe, you know, I did that to myself. But I had to get it on VHS. I need to get the DVD, but you know, this brings back good memories. And I've never seen the Curse of the Blair Witch, so as soon as I get my VHS player, I'm gonna throw it back in. And I lost some Blu-rays back here. The Blu-rays that I did pick up this month were some good ones, in my opinion. It Follows. This was a great film, very original, modern day horror. I mean, it says dismally tense and creepy, and it was. So, and then of course here we have Death Spa, 1980 film. I mean, I went to Best Buy one day and it was just in this shelf rack and no price on it. I took it to the register and said, sure, here. And it came up $35, and I said, are you insane? I didn't pick it up for no $35, but yeah, this movie goes for some crazy money. But I picked it up for $15.99 used, and happy to own this film. It's the cheapest I've ever seen it go for on Blu-ray. The Town That Dreaded Sundown, the continuation, and this was a great film right here. I mean, modern day slasher, really good stuff. And then Paranormal Activity, the fifth one, the marked ones. I was really surprised, and I actually really did like this film. I appreciate this franchise more. They took a turn in the movie, and then, wow, I'm not going to spoil it, but it shocked me, it surprised me, and I liked what they did with this. And I liked the direction they're going with this franchise, so hopefully the next one will be just as good, if not better. And that concludes my DVD collection, but I'm going to throw something in there a little different this time. Something that I picked up at a toy store, a local toy store here. The Dragon from, is it The Golden Voyage of Sinbad? And it's Ray Harryhausen. So I had to pick this up, you know, and I asked the lady, and she says, oh, $12.99, and I said, sold, you know. This is very rare to have this, and I looked it up and it was $430. So yeah, I got a steal right there. I mean, these Ray Harryhausen action figures, you know, they're not cheap and they're very rare, so happy to own this. I mean, treasure hunt all the time, and the DVD and Blu-ray and VHS collection never ends for the collectors, so I'm sure I'll be back next time. Maybe not with this much of a big haul, but hopefully my August haul will be a little decent. I don't know. I might have to mix it up with another month, but this was a great haul. Most of the movies I've watched so far are really good movies. I really enjoyed them. Money well spent, so I do appreciate it. And I'd like to give a shout out to my wife, Monica, because, you know, if it wasn't for her help, I wouldn't be able to acquire so many films, and her support and her love. So I love my wife, Monica, and hope you all enjoy this DVD, Blu-ray / VHS update. And take care, and keep on watching. Please like and subscribe and comment. I would like to hear all your comments and thoughts on any of these films, and you know, I like to conversate, so I'll get back to most of your comments, if not all. So appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.